No.
With these additional seconds. Well, okay.
It's too late.
I tried.
It's all done.
Not very hard. But I did try.
Yeah, you did.
I can't promise that I'll try, but I'll try to try.
That seems fair. Welcome back to Chris and Andy Play. I am Chris and this is Andy. Alright, so welcome back to Chris and Andy Play. We left you in the middle of a mission. We're back. We were ranting about fluoride, so brush your teeth, because, you know, bad mouth, bad breath, not cool.
We continued arguing for a bit after the episode ended, but...
That's why it took so long to get here.
Yeah, we're gonna spare you from having to listen to that. Because it resolved nothing, so... No,
it did not. I still believe I'm right, and Andy still believes that I'm right, so it's all good.
No, that's not... That doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like me.
It's probably you.
I don't believe you're right with things that you say.
Why? Why would you not believe the things that I say are correct?
Because I have you on record saying that you lie about things to make yourself sound smarter.
Okay. Hey, look, is that a chest?
I exaggerated.
Oh, yeah, I got something. What did I get? Oh, I got stuff
Where are you
that I'll never use.
Oh. I'm exaggerating. He doesn't outright lie, but he speaks in a manner that suggests he knows more than he does.
It's called embellishing.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of it for the... I do it for you guys.
He does it just for the thrill.
I do
it's like, am I going to get away with this, or is somebody going to, like, knife me? I don't know, but it's exciting.
It's exciting.
I'm going to find out.
Oh, here we go.
Do I live to... Do I die today? Is this how I die? Have you ever had a moment like that in your life where you're just like, oh, this is it.
Every fucking day of my life, I wake
Really?
up and I'm thinking to myself, I'm having a heart attack.
This is how it goes. Yeah.
No, but there have been legitimate moments in my life where I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Oh, yes. Well, I got hit by a car.
Yeah, tell everybody about how you got hit by a car.
It wasn't very dangerous because, like, I was at an intersection where, okay, the cars, they could not go straight, but they were able to turn left. But I had the walk sign, so I had the right of way. And, I looked to make sure that no one was going.
Oh, but people on that, like, I know this intersection, and people do not listen to, like, what's going on.
They don't look right. They only look left to see if there are any cars coming. They don't look right.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I looked left. I looked at the cars. I had the right of way, so I went. And then this cab driver, he was just like...
Oh, I died again.
He was just like, well, there's no cars, so here I go. And he just started going, and it was just like, everything just slowed down. Like, super slow motion. I was just like... Uh-oh. And then he was going slow because he just came out of like a stop, right?
Yes.
And he just kind of hit me, like he hit like behind my knee first, like that's where the car hit me first. Yeah. So like it didn't actually hit me, it just kind of like pushed itself under me, and then I fell on the hood and like rolled off of it. But like when I was younger, I used to always joke that I was like invincible because I fell like a bajillion times.
Yeah, because you're a young male and that's what happens.
Yeah. But, like, I always said, if I ever get hit by a car, I'll just, like, get up, dust myself off, and give the guy a dirty look, and walk away. And,
so is that what you did?
That's exactly what I did. Like, I wasn't, like, conscious that I was doing it. Someone actually had to point out to me later on that I did the thing that I always joked about doing. But, yeah, I totally I got up, I looked at the guy, and I gave kind of, like, a, what the fuck, man? Like, that kind of face and expression and body language. And then I was just like, ugh! And I walked away. And then people were driving, like, up beside me, like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. But the guy looked super scared. He looked more concerned than I was.
Well, you just hit a man.
Yeah, I mean, he's a cab driver, right? So I probably could have, like, sued them and stuff.
Yes, you most likely could have.
But I'm not one of those guys who just, like, I'm going to take advantage of this situation to get some easy money. He didn't hurt me, so I don't care. Maybe I should have, though, because he's a dangerous driver. But
yeah, no kidding. He hit you. He hit a man.
But I think, like...
He's a professional driver. The one thing you don't do is hit people, and he hit somebody.
I just think, like, when you sue someone like that, yeah, maybe I'll cost him his job, but it's just like, is there a way to sue someone without getting money? I don't know. Whatever. I didn't do anything.
Well, yeah, I mean, you could still do it for, like... You could charge him.
Maybe. I was also told that it was a pretty bad idea to just leave without getting his information. Because,
yeah, no kidding. Like, what if you actually had some spinal injury or something that did not show up right away?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm totally fine. I'm way too tough to be injured by a car moving, like, I don't know, 5K an hour.
Have you ever been in one of those, like, car crash simulators?
No.
Okay, so like at like some events, they have like these like miniature roller coasters that simulate like what it is to be like in a car and like hit something at 5 kilometers an hour, or maybe it's 8 kilometers and like 5 miles or something like that. It is surprisingly jarring.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
When you said that, I was just thinking like, why would I want to? Why would I want to simulate being in a car crash?
Yeah, well, the whole point is that you're supposed to like show people that like
you learn how dangerous it is, so you don't do it or whatever.
Yeah, well, like you don't think like 5 kilometers or 5 miles, whichever it is. Like that doesn't sound like a big number, right? But like when you do that, like your brain gets like knocked around in your head. It's a little bit rattly.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, like, if this were different, like, okay, I had a friend who got hit by a bus, and it was the same kind of situation where she had the right of way, and a bus was just like, I don't see anyone, so they just went. But, like, a bus weighs a lot more than a car, and instead of getting under her, it just, like, hit her, because it's a bus,
yeah,
right?
because buses always win.
But she said it was, like, same thing, like, slow motion, and it was just kind of like, uh-oh. And then it just, like, pow! But she was, like, knocked down and was pretty bruised for a while.
Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy. I would not want to say, like, oh, yeah, I got hit by a bus. That's okay. So, when you signed up for Chris and Andy today, I don't think you were expecting people getting hit by vehicles. But that's what we talk about.
That's actually not a moment in my life where I think I was like, this is how I die. I was just seriously like, oh, man.
I've been in moments like that around here, where, like this apartment I live in is, like, a dangerous place. I don't kid when I say that. There have been times where, like, I've been fearful of, like, being shot. Yeah, you laugh about that now, but I'm not lying. There were times where I thought I was going to be shot here.
Well, you live in a not-so-nice place, or...
I live in a not-so-nice place.
In a not-so-nice neighborhood in a not-so-nice, like, city. I live in a pretty nice, pretty safe city.
Like, except for that people get stabbed there regularly.
Yeah, but the news, like, doesn't, like, report on that stuff, so...
Yeah, but, I mean, it doesn't make it any less true.
It appears to be safer. Anyway.
Well, because your city, like, they don't like to talk about how they have, like, a homeless problem. Because they have, like, a shelter somewhere, so there, like, a lot of people come to that place specifically for the shelter.
So
but,
then
like,
we don't have a homeless problem. We have other people's homeless problems.
Yeah, but, like, the issue is that because they won't acknowledge it, like, and it's, like, a well-off city, that these people that have nothing, they go around and they stab people under bridges and stuff because they don't have anything. And
you probably shouldn't be hanging out under bridges.
Yeah, okay, that's probably rule number 1. You don't want to get stabbed, don't hang out on a bridge, you know? I mean, like...
There are better, safer, more fun places to hang out.
Probably.
And, like, what are you, like, 10? Bridges aren't cool.
I don't know, man. You haven't started watching Always Sunny, have you, yet?
No.
Okay, well, there's some very interesting bridge banter in that series.
Okay, well, this isn't TV. I
found some jeans under a bridge.
I was walking under a bridge one time at, like, after midnight, and when I went under, there were, like, these two, I'm gonna call them kids, but they were, like, teenagers, maybe, like, a year or two younger than me at the time. Yeah. And they were just, like, they were spray painting, and, they were tagging. And they just kind of, like, stopped and looked at me like deer in the headlights kind of thing.
Yeah, man, you gonna tattle on us, man?
Well, as they were doing that, I was just, like, looking at them, right? Because I was also, like,
You gonna knife me for this?
Yeah, I was like, oh, what is this?
Shit, these guys are vandals.
Are these bad kids?
They're legitimate vandals.
But when we got to a point, we were just like, okay, I think we're cool. And we just kind of ignored them. I kept walking and they kept painting. But a building I used to live in, I don't live there anymore, but I found out a few years after I moved out that, well, I found out because that's when it happened.
This isn't the building that I was living in, correct?
No.
Okay.
But, like, some guy just, like, was in the building. He knocked on somebody's door. It was probably, like, some drug-related gang thing or whatever. I don't know. But
Sweet.
When the guy opened the door, he just, like, blew him away with a shotgun.
Oh, my God!
Yeah. And, like, when I heard that, like, but friends were telling me, and they were like, they're like, that's that place you... What?
We didn't start that thing.
Uh-oh. They're like, that's that place you used to live at. That could have been you. I'm like, well, not really, because I don't deal with drugs and gang people, so I don't think they just knocked on a random door and killed a dude.
Okay. Well, conveniently it says when we started, so...
Okay.
Oh no, there's a guy! He's coming for us! Stab you! Stab you!
And every guy in the game is coming for us. So.
Oh, okay. Whew. That's a point of realization.
Yeah, you don't have to specify that they're coming for us.
Okay, so speaking of crazy places that we lived, were you in the apartment with me when the guy tried to set the whole place on fire? And we got, like, trapped inside it?
Yeah. I got, like, trapped outside, though.
Oh, I was inside. Okay, so here's the story. Okay, so we were living, like, in another low-end apartment in a high-end place, and...
Actually, that wasn't low-end, that was, like, middle.
Nah, it's low-end for there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why we lived there, because we were students and didn't have any money. Oh, no, don't die, Andy. Don't die. Oh, you died.
Oh, I didn't know you were dead.
That's why I said don't die.
Tell me you're dead.
I did.
Actually, don't tell me, because you know what? Whenever you're like,
so many more kills.
I didn't know you were dead, I'm like, well, pay attention. So I'm not gonna be a hypocrite like that.
All right, so we. Oh God, I just jumped right into death.
Oh, you turd.
All right, so we lived in this like crummy apartment. It was okay at the time. Like you don't think much when you're a kid. But like one day,
we weren't kids.
Okay, you know what? Ruin the story.
You don't think much when you're a poor adult.
Yeah, okay. When you're a poor adult and you've got nothing to your name, you don't think much about the places you're living in because that's what you got. So one day we come back. I guess I was like trying to head out or something, but we got locked in our building because somebody decided that it would be a good idea to destroy everything. Now,
I don't think they were trying to brag. I think it was just some stupid kids.
No. It was an old man that was a little bit crazy.
I was told it was a kid.
No, I was told by the fire officers that there was an individual who...
What's a fire officer?
He's like a fireman, but with no gender.
Fighter.
Well, listen, okay? I don't care about you.
And like, oh, you know what? Okay, when
so there,
I'll finish your story.
Right.
I will shut up. I'll stop it.
All right, so there was a crazy man, and he got scared and was like upset for some reason. I can't remember the exact reason, but he decided to dump gasoline down the entire hallway of one of our floors. I think it was... We were living on 9 at the time. I think he dropped it on like 6 or 3 or something. But the whole building smelled like gasoline for like weeks. They had to tear up all the carpets and everything.
9? Weren't we on like 15 or 16 or something?
No, we were on 9. We were on the top floor.
I thought...
I don't think it went
9. It was higher than 9 floors, dude.
All right, cool.
We were high.
All right. It was up there in the sky. Somebody, he tried to burn down our building. Like there's not much more to the story. He tried to burn it down. He failed. We all got locked inside. We were all pretty, like, freaked out because, like, the place smelled like gasoline and we couldn't leave. Like, we couldn't get in or out. Like, nobody could get in and you weren't allowed to get out of the store.
Which is so stupid. It's like, the place might burn down,
well,
so just stay in your room.
Yeah, but, like, they needed to find out who did it, right?
I know. I'm just saying.
But, yeah, like, oh, yeah, this place could explode because of the gas fumes. Better stay inside forever.
Yeah. You don't want to be inhaling that, but... Continue inhaling it.
Oh, yeah, like...
stay alive.
Where are you?
Just stay alive. Run away.
I don't know where you are.
That's why I said run away.
Okay.
I was surrounded by stealth guys, so just...
Oh, shit.
Cheese it.
I'm trying. I'm not good at that cheesing thing. I'm not good at the cheesing of it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, they're stealth guys.
What I was going to say is like...
shit.
Don't attack them with knives. They have bigger knives.
No, they got better.
They have swords.
There you are.
But, yeah.
I was right there the whole time.
No, you weren't going to make it.
Oh, my gosh.
If
you just told me.
If you stood still to res me, you could still see them. There were like 3 of them, right? Surrounding me. Yeah, but things like firemen and policemen.
Yes.
And like, it should be police person.
Well, it's police. So it's officer
neutral.
now.
Yeah, I know. But I was saying, I never really thought that was an issue, because I never thought of it like, oh, policeman means a male police officer. It was like, man as in human. Like,
yeah,
not
I've
man
never
as
had
in
that issue
male,
either.
but like human. I don't know.
Like, I mean...
Police human. I don't know, I guess that sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Like, I'm trying... Who's the comedian that's like person hole cover? I think it's Carlin, right?
Person hole cover?
Yeah, I think that's George Carlin.
I think
he's
that
like
sounds familiar.
person hole cover. Like, yeah, I get that. I guess that's legitimate. Yeah, it would be a person hole cover. It's not a man hole cover. It's a person hole cover. He was talking about how it's these things just go too far sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it doesn't, like, that kind of stuff doesn't matter. I mean, be decent to your fellow individuals.
Your fellow
peoples of Earth. You know, whether you be skunk or individual of color. Like, you could be a clown. Those are colorful individuals.
That's what they say. Like, it's not gay rights. It's not women rights. It's not minority rights. It's human rights.
Yeah, you know, the biggest thing okay, first off, I'm a white male. I'm like almost 30. Ugh. So I don't really have like a lot going on for me. Like I get a lot of ageism, which I find is like the biggest issue for me. Ageism, yeah, totally.
But people are like, you're too old?
No, people like...
Or you're too young?
Because of their age, they believe that they're entitled to more than I am. And other things that that are like that, like driving licensing and how they handle things like that. When you're allowed to be drunk and driving. Like, I mean, there's never an acceptable point to that, but like the fact that studies have shown that younger youth drivers with some alcohol in their systems are actually better drivers than people over 60 with no alcohol in their system. And then you get into situations like where we live, where those youths are not allowed to drive to have any alcohol in their system. Now, I'm not saying it's a good thing either way. It's just there is an ageism situation based on, like who's making the rules, and the entitlement to who's allowed to drive and when. I don't agree with those kind of things.
Did you just say you're 30?
I'm getting there. I'm almost.
Okay, I was like, no, you're not. I'm older than you.
Yeah. And in a few months, I'll be there.
Oh, I thought it was like a whole year older than you.
Nah, not that long. Next year.
Is it Mike? I'm like a full year older than?
Mike is the youngest out of Will, Mike, and myself. Will is only 5 days younger, and Mike is a few months younger than that.
Huh. I thought Mike was like a lot... I thought all you guys were like a full year younger than me.
No.
Oh, well. Not that it matters.
Oh, it matters.
I was just wrong.
Blow it all up! You too! Yeah. Golden gun, baby. Yeah.
I wish I knew the Man with the Golden Gun theme song right now. I would sing it.
Sweet.
The only Bond themes I know are GoldenEye,
yep,
Goldfinger, and A View to a Kill.
View to a Kill.
Oh, Duran Duran. That was such a good song.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, do you remember the reboot episode where they did like the Bond intro, Firewall?
I do not.
It was so good. I love it. Reboot always did a lot of like interesting parodies and stuff.
Reboot did a lot of interesting things, period. Like being the first animated television show like that.
Yeah, and for a very long time being the only good one.
I still consider them very close to being the only good one.
Beast Wars was good.
Beast Wars was alright. The same studio.
Really? Oh, okay, well that explains it.
Yeah.
Beast Wars was awesome. Remember, like, for some reason, like, if you watch it on Fox, it was Beast Wars. You watch it on YTV, it was called Beasties.
That was because, some moms called in and they said, I don't like Beast Wars. It like they didn't like the way it sounded for their children.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. That's why it's called Beasties.
So they did not understand they could just watch it on a different channel and get the same bad name they don't like.
That was across the border, so they had no control over the broadcasting rights over there. But in Canada, it was forced to be Beasties.
If you can't change it on every channel, but your children have access to every channel, what's the point?
I could not. I was stuck in the stairs.
What is the point of fighting that fight when there's no victory?
Because they feel like that's something they need to do, like as if sheltering their children like that is an actual realistic method of parenting instead of telling them the difference themselves.
I seriously hate parents who can't parent their children and just I'm gonna rely on this to do it, but I don't like the way they're doing it, so I'm gonna tell them they're doing it wrong and blah blah blah. I'm not. If I ever have kids, which is unlikely I will,
you'll get to a point in your life where you'll be like, I wish I had kids.
I don't know. At the most, I think I might adopt, but I don't
want any genetic offspring.
I would never. I think I would be a pretty good parent.
Yeah, you'd be alright. Okay, I'm gonna take that back, because, I know you've showed no interest in wanting to parent, and that's why I say that, but, I think about, wanting to parent is no method of, deciding on whether an individual could be a good parent. It depends on, what kind of individual they are, how they handle themselves, and the things they were taught throughout their life. And I'm gonna have to say that you are a very well-taught individual. You handle things a lot better than I do in a lot of situations, and that's a compliment, so there you go. Yeah. Also, genetically, you're probably far superior to me.
Oh yeah, if I had babies, they'd be like
beautiful
and like star athletes.
Listen, man, if you had children and it was legal, I'd have children with your children so that I could be part of your lineage. I'd have to wait like 18 years, but it's okay because I mean, like that's just legal. That's legal issues.
Well, my sister has 3 kids, and pretty good looking kids.
I don't want anything to do with your sister's kids.
Well,
I'm saying I want to have children with your children.
I'm just saying specifically, like she is in my gene pool, and she passed on those genes to some good looking kids.
Okay,
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Where is you? Where did he go? Did he die?
Trying to wreck his shields, but I wrecked his shields. Oh, he wrecked me.
Ugh.
It's hard suddenly.
Yeah.
No.
What happened to that? Maybe we just got worse at playing.
Oh, I hate how the shields come back so quick.
Yeah, they do sometimes. It's like our shields; they come back so quick.
I wonder, are there any like primary weapons in this game, like that are exotic or whatever, that have like a special damage to them, like arc, void or solar? Because that'd be awesome. I want like
there's probably some exotics that do it.
I want a solar auto rifle.
You stupid guy, get out of here!
Just so everybody dies with that like burning effect.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I don't even care if it does any extra damage. I just want that effect on it.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's entirely possible.
I went too hard, and because they were fallen, I did another bounty.
Yay!
I think I want to go back to the tower after this.
No!
I have...
Ugh.
Hold on, let me just... If I only have one... Okay, dude, I got 2 bounties to turn in.
So
I want to turn them in.
Look, I leveled up. That's super.
Oh, I think I did too.
Yay, level up!
Yeah, I did.
Look at us, now we have like a new skill. What's the new skill?
Okay, I won't go back to the thing then. Ammo, reduces grenade and throwing knife.
Yeah, that's a sweet one. It's a good one.
That's a sweet one.
Look at me, I'm all like beefy, man.
This is sweet.
Let's go to the next mission. Let's kill some guys. Let's do it. Da, 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 da. Look at this, all the mission stuff I'm getting.
Do 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 do. Do do do.
That's a sweet movie series.
Do, do, do. Yeah, totally.
Except for the last one. It's actually pretty good for Indiana Jones. It's just like, I have trouble disbelieving, like, the aliens.
Okay, I'm glad you said that, because that's the thing I hate most when people criticize that movie. It's always 2 things, right? The fridge, but it's just like, oh yeah, sure,
yeah, whatever,
totally.
I can
Indiana
deal with that.
Jones has never survived unsurvivable situations before. That. Never, ever. But the whole aliens thing is like, you're willing to believe that God exists, the Ark of the Covenant is real, immortality is real because Jesus is all that stuff. You're willing to believe in all that fairy tale bullshit, but you won't believe in beings from an alternate dimension.
That's exactly why I don't feel it fits with the series, is because the rest is all mystical and this is like almost scientific. It doesn't feel the same. Like the whole series about like Indiana Jones is like him searching for like mystical items.
It's still pretty mystical when you think about it. I mean,
well, like it is until like that point.
Well, I mean, what? Okay, if heaven exists, would you consider it an alternate dimension, a different plane of existence?
I don't know.
That's what the aliens...
That's a lot of thinking, man. I'm not good at those.
I'm saying that's what the aliens would be. I wonder if anyone's going to get upset that I called God a fairy tale.
I don't know. People watch our other videos where we talk about stuff, so...
Yeah. But yeah, that always bugged me. Like, aliens, that's dumb. It's like, why is that dumb?
It's not that it's dumb. It's just like I have trouble with my suspending my disbelief for that particular part of the movie. And I'm actually pretty good with the whole aliens thing up until the point where the spaceship rises out of the ground. Like, it's just too much. It's like it's gone too far in that particular situation.
That bugs you, but it's not like, oh, the writing was bad. Oh, the acting was bad. Oh, Shia LaBeouf is a douchebag and never should have been in the movie. Oh, it's pretty clear that no one involved with the movie actually wants to do it. Or hey, why are these like random native dudes just hiding in these walls where it's like they were cemented into the wall? Or how long were they there? That didn't bug you, but aliens bugged you.
Or the whole point where like they try to get like there's like situations all over that movie where like somebody has already been there before, but their path to get there is like doing things that would like cause damage or like not be able to go there a second time.
Now, just to be clear,
yeah,
I don't really like the movie either. I don't think it's as bad as everyone else says it is.
I'm not saying like,
but I don't think it's it's definitely not as good as the rest.
No, I still think it's a fun movie. It's just like there are points in it that I just don't feel fit the rest of the series, and in that I have trouble disbelieving, so I get pulled out of the movie and I don't have as much fun during those points. Like that is all. Like I still really enjoy it, and like I don't think maybe I don't own it. But I don't have any problem with it, and like if I was watching all of the movies, I'd probably consider watching it to finish. But yeah, like there's just some points in it where I just like have trouble suspending the fantasy so that I don't get pulled out of the film. I just feel like there are a couple moments, and it's specifically like I don't mind the refrigerator. It's more about like the whole alien ship coming out of the ground where I just sort of get pulled out of the film itself, and it's no longer like as fun because I remember that I'm watching a movie.
So the very last scene in the movie makes you go, now I'm not having fun with the movie anymore.
Yeah, but that's the problem, is like that's the lasting result. That's what you remember is the end of the movie, right? It's like the third Matrix. The first 2 hour, like the first hour of the movie is like pretty awesome with cool stuff, and then you get into the end of it and you're remembering like, oh man, this movie kind of sucks because of all the stuff outside of the Matrix. But as long as you're in the Matrix for that movie, it's wicked, it's awesome, it's super fun. But nobody ever remembers there's an hour of like awesome stuff that happens in the Matrix.
Yeah, like that part where he's stuck in like some dream subway thing. That part was so cool.
Where they like mirror the when they go to see the Merovingian for the second time, and they mirror the whole lobby scene where they're going like up on the ceiling and stuff.
It's alright.
Yeah, but it's still fun. It's way better than the point at the end where it's all like stupid gun battles and like non-Matrixy shit.
Yeah, that part sucked. But I never think of that part when I think of the end of the Matrix, or the third Matrix. I always think of the fight with like Super Smith. Or whatever you want to call him.
But I think that's even earlier than that.
It's before the big... Oh, wait, it's like happening at the same time, isn't it?
I don't think so.
No, yeah, you're right. It's way before.
Because Neo's out at that point, and he's like on his like trip to like stop everything and use his Matrix powers outside of the Matrix, which kind of insinuate that he's probably inside the Matrix still, and that the whole thing is like fake.
Yeah, stupid.
Oh, I spoiled it! It's not my fault, man. It's been like 10 years. Deal with it.
You know,
oh god, I'm gonna die! There's armor dudes!
Is it safe to say that, like, most people don't like the second Matrix?
Yeah, but that's the coolest one, in my opinion.
I liked it too, because it's, like, almost pure action. And really, why else are you watching The Matrix?
Well, that's it. That's why I think it's the best. Flame ensues.
Really?
Yeah, no, well, because it does everything the first Matrix does, and it's like, for me, it's like Hoth, man. I think it's very much like the Matrix to the Matrix. You know, like, it is Matrix to the Matrix degree. It just does everything the first one that they invite you to do, but sort of a little bit more. They start introducing, like, more interesting story events, and it ends up with that crazy chase scene at the end, and only to be let down by the third movie. I think people would probably like the second one movie even more if you weren't let down so much by the third.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you can like the first movie more. It's cool. It's a great movie. It holds its own very well. But, like, when I want to just watch people, like, beat the crap out of each other with, like, anime-style, like, real-life kung fu, then I'm going to go watch the second one every time.
Yeah, apparently, like, that fight with, like, the 100 Smiths or whatever is considered to be, like, one of the worst CGI fights, like, ever. I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it.
I don't know, man. At the time, it was, like, it became such a huge pop culture thing that, like, how could you...
I do remember somebody complaining that, like, somebody I knew who was saying, like, oh, the second Matrix is dumb because they gave him, like, a coat that was less shiny because it was cheaper to do CGI on it because they wouldn't have to, like, do all, like, the shiny stuff. And it was like, but it looks better. The coat in the second and the third Matrix looks way better.
Yeah, it is cooler.
It's so cool. I want that coat, man. I'd like sleep in it. I'd wear it all the time.
Sweet. Dun, dun. Oh, I'm at a respawn restriction. Darkness zone.
There's a golden chest back there.
It's okay.
I don't actually think we can reach it with this jump, though, because I had a tough time reaching it with my, like, glide thing, so...
Alright, guys. Since we kind of lost track of time earlier, this may be a little bit short, but we will battle this darkness zone on the next episode of Chris and Andy Play. Love you, buddies. We'll talk to you later. Bye!
Oh, dude, I drink a cup of green tea, like, every single day.
Oh, that's great. That's really good for you.
I don't like it. I do it specifically because I've been told, like, oh, it has a lot of antioxidants, so it's good for your skin.
Well, so does coffee.
I'm vain, and I always want to look good, so I drink green tea every day.
Well, my favorite kind of green tea is a green tea. It's actually Tetley. I like a green tea with Earl Grey. Like, this is not like my favorite tea. It's just like, this is what I would prefer to drink on a regular basis. This is like my coffee replacement. Like, yeah, on occasion, you know, you're gonna want like something a little bit fancier or something nicer, but like, I really like to have like green tea Earl Grey blend. I don't know why. I just like it. So maybe maybe you want to try it at home. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're like, you're a disgusting individual and I hate your guts.
That's
I don't know.